Or if not, if you fall off, I'll just send you a new one. No big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So how you doing, man?
Oh, all right in yourself, man. I can't complain.
I'm all right. I wasn't sure you was gonna make it. We passed my
Oh
regular
man,
time, but
you know,
I usually go on
yeah.
Monday and Friday, so it's all right. Um, so shit, you want to come back and finish that story or something?
Yeah, there's a couple of stories that I didn't finish up. I guess it had clicked off or whatever, you know. So yeah, it's a couple of stories that I would like to share.
All
Yeah.
right.
You have
Uh,
enough light? Do I have enough light?
some more light would help, but we on, so
Okay,
so you could tell your story whenever you're ready.
okay. You want to give me like 1 minute, not even a minute.
Go ahead.
Um, just a minute. Let me see. Uh, this would probably be better. Um, like this. Okay. Uh, hold on 1 second, and I'm about ready. All right.
Let me just say something before you get.
Lights.
Let me say something before you get
Yeah.
started. Mixmaster Ken is back to finish. He got cut off from the last interview, and we're gonna try to keep this kind of short. And to the person that want to reach me on Google Hangouts, you don't reach me on Google Hangouts. You download the app, slide me your email address, and I'll contact you. So if you're one of those ones that want to be part of KMV's top 10 tomorrow morning, um, send me your email address on Instagram, and I'll put that um, with my list, and I'll invite you tomorrow. But you don't invite me, man. I'll be ducking my calls and shit, bro. So, Mixmaster Ken, man, what story you have for us? You know you're a West Coast hip hop legend. People was feeling you, man. You read the comments. They didn't have nothing but good things to say. But I want to hear your stories, dog.
Okay. Which one should I start with? The the car trophy. I mean, you know,
Yes,
about the car show.
yes.
I get that one out the way. Um, this was back in like 86, 1986. I believe if not the city of Carson, it might have been the city of Del Amo. It's a park called Stevenson Village Park, and Mixmaster Spade and Toddy T was actually performing up there. I wasn't performing, um, but I went to support them. Me, my sister, and them. You know, and uh, what happened was my car. I was in. I guess I won a third place car trophy, car show trophy, and I didn't even know I was in the car show. It happened on an accident. I mean, real talk. You know, I remember when I was pulling in the parking lot right behind my sister, and she got the last parking spot. So I looked over to the left, and I seen like a little a little dirt lot, like you know, and they had a few cars over there parked. So I parked my car over there, and you know, we're watching the show. Um, Maybe about 30 minutes into the show, um, a guy that was sitting next to me, he asked me, he said, "Isn't that your car over there?" I said, "Yeah." Am I going to go check it out? I looked, and I seen a lady with a notebook pad and a pen, and she was walking by the cars that was by mine, and it looked like she was writing the license plate number down. It was a sheriff. It was a sheriff officer standing with her. You know, so I thought that maybe they was going to impound the cars. You know, and they had it roped off. They had 3 cars roped off. They had my car roped off, and then a couple of cars down, another car roped off, and you know, so on. So I ran over there, and I'm like, "Y'all need me to move my car?" And she kept like, "Stand back, you know, just hold tight." You know, there was a couple of more cats that were standing right there, a couple of OGs, I guess, and I guess they knew what was going down, but I didn't. You know, they kind of looked at me kind of weird, and as well as the sheriff, you know. So I said, "I can't move my car," and she said, "No, you can't." And the sheriff said, what you gonna move your car for? I said, because I don't want to get the impound. He said, your car's not getting impound. He said, you won. I said, won what? And then she looked at me, she said, do you know, she said, you know you're in the car show, right? You won 3rd place. I said, 3rd place in the car show? What car show? It might have been about 30 cars there. And she, you know, so the sheriff looked at me, and the other guys is like, you didn't know you were in the car show? Why you parked your car over there? And I told him, I said, I didn't have nowhere to park. You know, I got here early. It only was about 7, 8 cars right over here. So I parked my car right there, you know. And I looked over to the left. I thought they were about to, impound my car, you know. So I remember it was a lowrider that won 1st place. And back then they would fix up those Nissan trucks. That won 2nd, and my car won 3rd. My car was clean, man. I had a clean Royal Candy Blue Chrome, and it was fully equipped. Most everybody in Compton knew that car. You know what I'm saying? You could eat dinner on it. You know what I mean? So it was a real. I mean, it's strange but true. It was a real story. All my stories are true, and I mean, I'll be straight up, man. All I try to do is keep my stories 82 plus 18. I always keep it 82 plus 18. I don't like that song. You play it though. It's all good. Yeah.
Who mixed your record?
Me, and Todd, and Terry Allen, DJ Slip. DJ Slip did a lot of work with CMW, and me, DJ Slip, and Toddy T did the mixing to it, and DJ Slip, I believe he did the track for it. Actually, Dr. Dre was supposed to do the track. He was going to do the track, but he had to go out of town and stuff. This like way back. See that song came out in 1989, and about maybe 88. That's when we went to go get the equipment to make it. And Dre was in the car with us. He was in the backseat of my car, me, him, and Toddy T. But he had nothing to do with it. Todd said, well, I'll find somebody, I'll find somebody else. We could have waited 2 or 3 weeks, but I was anxious to, get the record made and stuff, So we went to DJ Slip, and he did the track. And me and Todd, kind of thought of the ideas to do, throw the little songs in and stuff. Toddy T is, believe it or not, Toddy T is like a genius to me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever run across Jerry Heller?
No, I never met Jerry Heller.
Okay. Whatever happened to Toddy T?
Oh, he's still around. Todd is still around. I hung out with him a couple of months back, and then I went by his house. Yeah, he's still around.
Is cocaine not lemon head? Hey, did you fuck with Uncle Jam's Army at all?
Mixmaster Spade did mostly. I wasn't the type. I mean, I wasn't the one that really went out to Uncle Jam's Army and Eve at the Dark and the skating rings. I didn't go out that much.
Did you know DJ Vegas?
Oh yeah. Actually, DJ Vegas went. I know him good. DJ Vegas is a good guy. He's the first person I heard on the tape with Mixmaster Spade. He was rapping on there, and I was like, Spade, who was that rapping on there? DJ Vegas. That's one of the parts right there that kind of inspired me to say, well, I want to rap or whatever. Yeah, DJ Vegas, he rapped on Spade's tape before me.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know he's known a lot for his music.
Right.
And I noticed he got a lot of people hit me up about him going to Roman in the Crip Miser in 1982 or prior to 1983.
Um,
I was hoping he would address that in the comment section. But yeah, I hear a lot of good things about him from Compton, LA, the East Side,
yeah.
everywhere. Here he got the fire tapes, the fire CDs, the sticks. So he's been able to adjust in the different areas and get his music off. And that's why I was asking you, what was y'all doing with your music in the swap meet era?
Oh,
Because
okay. Okay. Uh, some of our tapes might have landed in the swap meet, you know, but if I put any of my tapes in there, I might have put a couple of them in there. But like I said, I was on my own swap meet when it came to getting rid of it or whatever. Now my records, that's a different story. But I didn't. But I went, I went across different swap meets. I've been to Slauson swap meet, um, uh, swap meet out there in Moreno Valley, Riverside, Riverside swap meet. Riverside swap meet had a when I walked in there, they had airbrush pictures in there. They had one of Ice Cube, a big one of Ice Cube. It was hard and looked just like him. And they had one of Eddie Murphy, and they had one of me. And I'm saying to myself, how did they get a picture of me in there? Because I'm looking at them as celebrities, wherever, And it was a trip. A guy named Joker had drew it from out there in Riverside. You know, um, I didn't know him personally, but I know his name was Joker. Matter of fact, I seen his signature is on there, and he drew that in 1994. I actually have it here, but the top part is kind of chipped off or whatever. But I have it though.
did he sell it to you or he gave it to you?
No, I bought it from him.
Okay.
I
Hey,
said,
so
man, I said, how much you want to? Yeah. He sold it to me. Sorry.
no, I was gonna ask you. So you was basically out the trunk with your music in the early stages.
Mixmaster Spade was out of his trunk in the early days or whatever. I just, I had my tapes on me. You know, I gave them out. It wasn't about it being for sale. It was like, if you brought me a tape, a blank tape, I will make you a tape. You know,
Okay. All
but
right.
if I went and bought the tape, then I have to charge you for the tape. It wasn't like I had tapes for sale, but people bought them. People never came up to me, one of my own tape that I bought, as I bought a whole box of them or whatever. It's like here, and I'm like, I just took it. If they had $5, it was cool. If they had 10, wherever they had, it was all good. Whatever, I
Did
wanted
you?
some feedback on my mixing.
Yeah, right. That's how they did it back in the day. Did you know King T?
Yeah, yeah. King T was a blessing, man, when he came over and met us. Um, I met King T through Mixmaster Spade in Toddy T and Scotty D. You know,
Was King T gang banging when he was doing music?
uh, I never seen him gang bang, man. I always thought he was, he's a cool dude, as well as bang. I know a lot of cool gang bangers, but like, I guess as the West Coast, got started and stuff, they label him as a Crip, and no, it don't matter what they label him as, he was always a good friend to me, and like I said, he was a blessing when he came over to Mixmaster Spade, Toddy T, Mixmaster Ken, DJ Vars Camp, or whatever. He came with he came there already on record material. You know what I'm saying? Him and Toddy T. Him and Toddy T was a big blessing to me and Mixmaster Spade. Me and Mixmaster Spade, we had our rhymes and stuff, and we kind of kicked things off of the West Coast rapping. I feel that me and Mixmaster Spade gave ideas to people and stuff, but man, actually, King T is my favorite old school rapper.
You must have liked that song Bass.
I like the bass. My favorite, I like all the songs. My favorite was Act the Fool.
I remember that.
And man, it was just a lot of smart people that came from that was around us, like as far as producing. Some of them might have been known as producers and rappers. I look at it like I look at DJ Quick and Dr. Dre and DJ Pooh is some good. producers, you know, they were good, smart, real smart.
When did you first become aware of MC8?
I came aware of MC8 maybe in, I want to say like maybe 87. It was somewhere in the late 80s. I met him. I met him in the parking lot of the old Compton swap meet on Compton and Central. He won first prize in a rapping contest.
Did you know Battle Cat?
His name buzzed all over, and I knew who Battle Cat was. I know what he was about, you know, and I might have met him. If I met him through Spade, Mixmaster Spade, but Battle Cat, that's another genius. I'm sorry, you know, yeah, Battle Cat was another fire producer, and I believe he's still active. You know, maybe he's still active too. Yeah, Battle Cat.
What about
Yeah.
Rodney O and Joe Cooley?
Rodney O and Joe Cooley. Joe Cooley was Mixmaster Spade's favorite, you know, as far as, you know, the DJing and stuff. When I recorded I Bumped Your Head, I was at Echo Sounds, I think, in Studio One or wherever. And Rodney O and Joe Cooley was in Studio Two. I had met Rodney O, but I never got a chance to meet Joe Cooley until I was backstage with DJ Quick now back in 2016.
Mm-hmm. Did
I
you
was
ever
backstage with them since 2016 and 17. Yeah.
did you ever do any battle rapping or battling on the turntables?
Yeah, I did a lot of battle rapping. Oh yeah, and Warren G is a good producer too. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, once I started naming, I know, I figured, I'm about to get myself in trouble because I'm gonna miss somebody's name. But I mean, yeah, yeah, I did a lot of you could call it battle rapping, but it wasn't like a beef. I knew how to bag real good, so I knew how to rap, bag on people real good. And King T, he was real good at it. Me and King T was it would be me and Toddy T battle rapping against King T, DJ Var, and Mixmaster Spade. Me and Toddy T would take both of them, all three of them. But it was all in fun and stuff like that or whatever.
Hey, somebody wanted me to ask you what happened to DJ Star.
DJ Star, I talked to him about a year ago, and he still lives in the neighborhood. His little brother, I guess, took over his little thing of DJing. DJ Star, he kind of brought himself closer to the Lord, which is a good thing. And I don't think he wished to participate in an old school, how would I say it? Like if we wanted to do a show, alumni, thing or whatever, because his raps, it was good and it was kind of dirty, of how he was rapping, as far as, talking about the girls or whatever. So I don't know if he feel comfortable in coming back or whatever, but yeah, DJ Star is still around though.
Mm-hmm. Y'all had a lot of people come up out of 151 area, huh?
Yeah, and it's a trip because none of us had never gang banged or nothing like that. Mixmaster Spade, he lived in 151, right there on 151st. And it was all love, man. I never looked at a lot of my friends as gang bangers and stuff because I grew up from elementary school. But once you got to junior high school, that's when it kicked off and stuff. And I knew people from a lot of places because I was actually in the Compton parade when we used to fix up bikes or bicycles and stuff in the 78 or 79 Compton parade. Just everybody knew me, man. So I couldn't gang bang, man.
What kind of bike you had? A lowrider?
Well, yeah. They kind of fix them up kind of different now. I had a swing lowrider, and I had a 10-speed. you know, with a box on it, with a radio and the CB antenna, you know, from when I used to modulate on CBs and stuff, whether in the donut steering wheel, you know, the truck lights, the reflectors, the horns, and the whole nine, the mirrors. Man, you know, and back in the day, they used to put those birds on the front of the car. I had one on my bike. I had that spring action and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as well as my friend Plucker and Gangster and my buddy Ron, Mookie. It was about 8 or 10 of us, Dura Wright, all of us. You know, and I was like the youngest one in the crowd.
Well,
I was the youngest one. You know, I know on my street I had the baddest bike. You know what I'm saying? You know,
did the
yeah.
Crips from other neighborhoods ever trip off of where you lived at?
No, no. Like off in traffic, the Crips and Bloods, it was about 50-50. I had, you know, I kind of had it like I was always on the spot, but I kept it real though. That's what probably, you know, gave me passes. You know, it was like I never sucked no Crips on no Bloods. I never sucked no Bloods on no Crips, you know, like that or whatever, you know. I never dissed the Bloods, I never dissed the Crips. I never try to act like, you know, now I'm over here, I want to say this, or over there, I want to say that. I always kept it 82 plus 18. You know what I'm saying? You
Whose
know, that's real.
whose idea was it to rap about the battle ram and drugs and shit?
Well, the idea of the battle round came from Toddy T. The idea of drugs, okay, I mean, it came from me. Um, before I heard Toddy T rapping on there or whatever, I never heard nobody rap about no drugs on there, you know. But I wasn't really paying attention to it. Like, damn, I'm the only one rapping about drugs, you know. I was rapping about what I saw on the street and what I might have indulged in or whatever, you know. I remember my absolute first rap. It was about drugs, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember that era good, man. That's all everybody was into, man. That fast money.
Yeah,
Everybody,
those.
everybody want to go home, watch the news, to see who the battle ram hit that day. Uh, man, it was crazy back then.
Yeah, that's what was going on. You know, houses getting raided and stuff, and they would raid the houses with a tow truck. But by the time they don't hook the tow truck on the bar door and snatch it off and stuff, you know, that took a little time and stuff, you know, and they get in there, they couldn't find nothing. Maybe people flushed it down the toilet and this and that or whatever, you know, so they had to get something that was more quicker. But I thought, me myself, I thought that was a dangerous thing to do. If you look at it, you know, I'm like, dang, suppose somebody is sitting in the living room and they just, just barging in there, man, you know, so Toddy T seen that and he wrote a story about it, you know. He would rap like the rest of us was rapping, but that was a story. You know, he made verses of that on an instrumental. You know.
Yeah, they got kind of smart. They try to turn your water off so you couldn't
Yeah.
flush the shit down the toilet,
Right.
especially in
Right. You only
jail.
get one flush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jail and
Yeah.
prison, they do that too. You know they about to raid when your water go off. You already know. But
Right.
motherfuckers that got hip and start having that cooking grease. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Had that hot
Yeah.
oil on, and then you throw your shit in the oil. By the time the police get them bars off, ain't no dope.
Right. Right.
But yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, it was definitely dangerous because they don't know who in there. It could be some baby sleep on the couch or something, man.
Yeah. And I said, dang. I said that's really um, kind of dangerous for them to do that. You know. And
But you
that's what was
know,
going on.
but
You
you
know.
notice they only did that in South Central, black
Right.
community, Mexican community. They wasn't doing
Right.
that shit where they sniffing powder at and shit.
They were doing it where they probably should have did it. You know, really should have did it. However, yeah, you're right about that. But they weren't able to use it that long. I don't know if it's because they might have hit the wrong house or whatever, or a big lawsuit came. But after a while, they couldn't use it no more.
Did you ever work with Vanilla C or Legion of Boom?
Vanilla C. I heard of that name. I don't know. I might have, but I'm not gonna say yeah for sure.
You
Vanilla C.
remember Legion of Boom?
Legion of Boom?
Yes.
I don't recall it right off top. I remember Def Casper. We worked with Def Casper. He made that song Traffic.
I don't
Def,
remember that song offhand.
Def Casper, and who else was DJ with us? DJ D, Richie C. It was quite a few. Like I said, DJ Vegas. And I work with a few people, myself. I forgot who that was. Well, as far as the neighborhood and stuff, I work with a lot of my partners. With little KD, Keith Davis. He was like a little mix master. He used to mix tapes and stuff, and it was a lot of my little partners and stuff. I work with, but as far as records, the last person I actually worked with on a record, who worked with me, a little rapper named Snipe. I put him on a song I did called "Show Me Love."
Did you know Egyptian Lover and DJ Unknown?
Yeah, I believe I met them, but I never hung out with them like Spade and them did. Spade and them, they knew Spade more than they knew me, or Spade knew them more than they knew me.
Vanilla C was one of the first female MCs in Compton.
Oh, Vanilla C. I think what I think I know who you're talking about. One of us might have worked with her. One of us or a couple of us maybe, but I remember her name. I remember that. That's where that name comes from.
Somebody wanted me to ask you, did you read Alonso's book?
No, I haven't read Alonso's book yet.
You knew Alonso back in the day too?
Well, I knew who he was. I knew of Alonso, but I knew he had a lot to do with the world class wrecking crew and Eve at the Dark, wherever.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Being an MC and being a DJ, making mixtapes, who was your top 5 best DJs in Los Angeles County?
DJs.
Yes.
In Los Angeles County. Do I include anybody from my camp or what?
Anybody.
You talking about far as DJing, like far as mix or DJing or rapping?
Like I'm talking about DJing only when they was like you said, world class wrecking crew, all that. What about the boy Chris the Glove and all them was popping? And
yeah. Okay, I'm about to name them. Mixmaster Spade is definitely one of them because he's the first one I saw mix, and it just made me want to mix. I like the way he mixed. I done heard Dance a Lot Kid is another one. That was the one that mixed on Todd's record, And when I first heard DJ Quick's tape, I never saw DJ Quick and personally mix, but when I heard his tape, that was oh man, it was awesome. I heard a mix from DJ Joe Cooley. I thought he was about the best one. I'm talking about the ones I've heard, or people who I saw, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that, what's that for?
Yep.
And who else? I want to say Dr. Dre, really, because I forgot about that, because I actually saw him doing some mixing, like mixing those records in Just Say No, when they was making Just Say No.
Yeah.
And he's the first one I saw doing something like to make a record. All the other ones was like DJing, whatever, But like I said, them probably my top five. The ones who I saw making it or heard. I never saw DJ Quick and Joe Cooley do their thing, but I heard their music, and you know, that's what it is. That's what it was. I'm going way back.
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
when. What I'm saying? I know it's a lot of the ones that's out now was not out then. So I'm going back from
I
there. That's
want
all.
I wanted you to go way back. So I was surprised when you said DJ Quick because that was kind of new. But
No, he was, man. I knew he was gonna be a star. Like I said the other day, I knew he was gonna be a star because I'm like, who did that? Who did that? And he's like, that's me. I see why I see why they called him DJ Quick. He fit that name Quick because he was real quick, and But I wish I would have saw him. I wish I would have saw that in person because I didn't believe what I heard, and I'm like, it was remarkable.
did you know Bobby Irvin?
Bobby Irvin, is that
Can you hear me, Ken?
is that Bobcat? I mean, is that
Yeah. Yes.
was that Bobcat?
Yes.
Uh, I didn't know him, but like I said, that was another one right there. Who, man, that was back in the day, and I, he, I thought it was from New York, because how he did LL Cool J's, songs and stuff. But like at the time, if I knew he was from LA, he probably would have been the first one I named. However, I thought about him when you first named said name the first five. That's why I said from Compton or whatever, and LL Cool J. That was like my favorite, man. I'm like he is great.
Yeah.
I always thought him and Ice Cube would be one of the would be a GOAT, and in my mind they are, as well as Eminem. Yeah, but yeah. Big ups to Bobcat, man, Bob Irvin, man. They didn't even have to say Bobcat when you said Bob Irvin. That like I said, that it rung a bell right there.
Yeah. For y'all that's just joining us a little late, he already mentioned Bob Battle Cat. He already mentioned Warren G. Um, he already mentioned them. Slip. He already mentioned them. Um, but what about M Walk?
Yeah, I did mention him walk.
You did? Okay, I missed
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
him walk. Oh, him walk was real good too, man. He was real good. I mean, to be live on the radio so quick, um, and yeah, M walk. He was not no joke. These DJs was awesome, man. The ones I named.
Crazy Tunes and DJ Aladdin came a little bit later, huh?
Oh, see that? Yeah. Crazy Tunes was tight too in Aladdin. Yeah, they came a little late, you know.
Yeah, they was younger than you.
Yeah,
Think you had them by a few years.
yeah.
Especially Crazy Tunes. He younger than Dub C.
Right. I remember Dub C and Coolio now. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I met them. Um and big ups to LA Dream Team with Rudy Pardee, rest in peace. But I want to give a shout out to Snake Puppy because he was the one that came over to my house. It was a trip. I didn't even know how he found out where we were. And he told me, he said, man, y'all ought to start making records. He was the first guy that told me that, man, y'all should make records. Start making records.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely one of the pioneers of hip hop in Southern California, more specifically Compton in your neighborhood, 151. From my understanding, where you lived at, brothers from all over the city, you know what I'm saying, with big names came and hung out over there. So
Yeah.
that got a lot to do with everybody knowing Mixmaster Ken.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people who I sold my tapes to or gave my tapes to, they had a big name. They had a real big name and stuff. I used to always, hear my tapes bumping out of people's different neighborhoods, or I love lowriders. That's my favorite hobby and stuff. But I haven't lowrided in so long. I didn't get my first lowrider until 1987, and I used to love to hear my tapes and coming out of lowriders and stuff. And it just seemed like they hitting the switches right on the beat. Right at the right time, playing the right song and everything, or whatever.
Hey, I'm gonna bring your partner in for the last 10 or 15 minutes,
okay,
Baby Crazo.
Baby
But
Crazo.
I want to address the fans in the comments though, and my moderator Sean Williams and those co-signing my moderator. Just so you know, last time Crazo felt like he was interrupted by Ken coming on because Crazo was in the middle of his top 10 and telling his story about the Crip module and shit. And then Mixmaster Ken's camp felt like Mixmaster Ken didn't get all his in because Crazo was there. So y'all kick back, let Ken Mac do this.
Right.
Let me do this. Let me moderate this. Let me handle this my way because I know what I know, and I'm the one that received the phone calls and the text messages, bro. So let me handle this and go on, Ken. It's a guy that we missed. We missed one of the DJs, a popular DJ. Somebody mentioned his name. Let me go back and see who that was. Let me see. Not DJ Train, but
DJ Speed?
No, it wasn't Speed.
Um,
Damn, I don't even see it right now because so many people wanted me to bring Crazy on. It threw me off.
DJ
Hey,
Fast.
who made that song Killer Dayton's?
Killer Dayton's, that was who was that from in LA? Damn. I met him a couple of years ago at King T's birthday bash. God dang. Oh my God.
Okay, DJ Pooh is the name we forgot. Was Pooh DJing back then?
DJ Pooh?
Yeah.
I didn't name DJ Pooh?
No. If you did, it went over my head.
Well, when DJ Pooh, I first heard of him. I heard of him in King T at the same time, and I know he would produce the records, the songs for Spade, some of the songs for Spade, and I guess starting off with King T. But I thought you were just talking about DJing. Just a minute.
Battle Ram.
Yeah.
The Battle Ram is at your door.
Yeah. Who is it? Let me see. Oh yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
You for the mugwort?
Oh yeah. You come in and start it.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Come on in.
Is that your parole officer?
Oh no, no. I've never been on parole. Yeah. Yeah. Close the door all the way, please. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just sitting right here. Let me show you. Well, I'm gonna turn around. Yeah. Sorry about that. Come this way. Now I got a brand new microwave, and they about to install it. So let me hit these lights on. There you go, right here.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get back in this light. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, ain't no problem. You got your social worker coming on live with you and shit.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Dino had a question. Dino, what was your question, Dino? Hey, Anthony Brown, you take care of all that rain, man. find you a girl if you ain't married, man, and lay up and take care of that thing, man. Crazy, what's up, man?
Skinny Kenny, what's the deal? What's up, Kev?
What's happening? What's happening? Everything all right?
Hey, Kev. Hey, tell the people, man, the supporters, man. I appreciate them, man. Asking me to make an appearance, man. Good looking out. I appreciate that.
Oh man, you know they always want Crazy, man. Even when they joking, like, "What Kev's boy Crazy?"
Man, listen. Hey, but if I could get on Too Pretty Kenny status, boy, I might could go viral. Everybody like Too Pretty Kenny.
Yeah, who is Too Pretty Kenny?
Somebody that all the Pyros in Compton mad at right now.
Oh, okay. Because last week my girls, you know, they said, "Oh, they called me Pretty Kenny." I said, "No, that's somebody else." I said, "That belongs to the first part of the interview. They speaking on somebody else." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I told her, I said, even though I said I wish I was rich and famous instead of handsome and good looking.
Well, we definitely don't want people to get confused with the two Kennys, boy, because you have a lot on your plate, buddy.
Oh man, I don't know that. I don't know that, Kenny, but I guess we kin to each other. Yeah.
Well,
hey,
go ahead, Crazy.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, I just wanted to tell you, man, it's a blessing, man. I'm so appreciative with you know, a lot of our loved ones that's not here no more, man, to be able to talk to you and see you again. And I'm definitely gonna pull up on you in the near future, man, for real.
Okay, that's a bet, man. Like I said, you know, I'm not too far from you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We look, we ain't got to give out no locations. You know, we don't know who trolls and all that, but
exactly.
yeah, I'm gonna pull up on you.
Exactly. I mean, you know, if I need you over here now, I'm MoneyGram you over here. I pick you up. You get him in 5 minutes. You know?
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I saw a comment the other day. I was reading the comments, and I saw a comment where it say Joe was with Mixmaster Spade when he wrote the Battle Ram. I said, and I fell out laughing. I said, Mixmaster Spade didn't participate in writing the Battle Ram with Toddy T. It was Mixmaster Ken.
Hey,
that's right. Yeah. You get that history right, Ken. That's right. Go ahead, Kev.
I know a lot of people upset with Too Pretty Kenny about his interview yesterday from the Pyru side, and Too Pretty Kenny declined to come on and apologize. He said what he said, but I'm gonna apologize for the platform, man. You know, when we on live, I can't control what people say. You know what I'm saying? And everybody have a right to say what they want to say and just deal with the consequences later. But again, I apologize to whoever may be offended by the person he made the comment about. I apologize to the kids of the person that he threw out there and slandered. But we moving on, man. He said what he said, and he don't want to apologize. So let's go forward with Mixmaster Ken and Crazo. Why don't y'all tell us how y'all met?
Go ahead, Ken.
Do you remember? I think I remember.
Well, hey, you grew up with my family.
I remember meeting Pam, maybe through my sister Pat and Trina Dykes. You know, their cousin that lived around the corner, about a couple of blocks over. You know, and come to find out they were Kevin Dykes' cousin. You know, Lamar and Shay and all them and stuff, and that was a good family. You know, Mr. and Mrs. Dykes. You know, Mr. Dykes was known as a football coach, a baseball coach. You know, Lamar was a good athlete as well. But Pam, she was a good lady. You know, real nice, had a big heart. You know, real pretty lady. You know, and she had her son. She loved her son. She had her son with her at all times or whatever. You know, and we sit and play dominoes and stuff, and and crack jokes, and she had jokes too. She knew how to make you laugh too. She knew how to make you laugh, boy. Yeah.
Mixmaster Ken.
How old were you?
Man, I had to be probably about 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, then
he was a real good kid, man. Always happy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? His mom made sure he was always happy and stuff. And everybody loved Jay. I mean, everybody loved him. Everybody loved him and stuff. We all showed him big love and stuff or whatever. I look at him as one of my nephews or something, man. And
no doubt.
Yeah. And that's real.
Yeah.
And as I look at him, I can see him. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ken.
I can still see the young look in you right off in there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mixmaster Ken grew up with my cousins. He was real good friends with my cousins right around the corner on the next block at my auntie and Mrs. Dykes. And then I had 4 cousins, Trina Dykes, Kevin Dykes, Shay, and then my cousin, rest in peace, Lamar. And Mixmaster Ken grew up with them. They all went to high school together and all that. So in that neighborhood, everybody know everybody, and everybody is basically considered family. Everybody sleep at each other's house, spend the night, all that kind of stuff. So as a little kid, I happened to be at the right place at the right time, because that's when Ken and all them Spade, all them dudes and hood legends that you hear about, they was all quote unquote hustlers or hustling. So, it wasn't nothing to get $5 from everybody standing out on the white street. You know what I'm saying? You could somebody ask you to go to the store as a little kid, man, you had $20, $30 change. You know what I'm saying? Because they all had money back then, man. And actually, for a few months, myself and my mom lived with Mixmaster Ken and his family right there on Murph Street. You know what I'm saying? All the kids in the room on bunk beds, and you know what I'm saying? All that, like I told him the other day, I remember the album cover where he had the contact lenses in, making the tapes in the living room, recording one tape to another tape, the Cadillac with the Mixmaster Ken on the bumper kit and all that, man. So yeah, Mixmaster Ken, my family, man. And I sure hate what happened to Dominique, and especially Goober. Rest in peace, man. Goober was my road dog.
Dominique is still around. You mean Dion?
No. You told me Dominique had an ailment or something like that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a stroke on the left side. Yeah.
Who you talking to, Matt?
Man, is that the king? Is that the king? AC Brothers.
That's who it is, brother.
Who is it?
My man.
Who's it?
Hey. Yo.
Hey.
Hey, AC, I want to tell you something before we get started. I'm going to let you go. Let me hurry up and say it. Kev Mack got us doing a top 10, man. You are my #1 undisputed video on Kev Mack videos. You my #1 in my top 10.
Who's just telling me this?
This Crazo.
Crazo. What's up, Crazo?
What's up, youngster?
Hey, old man. What's up, Crazo?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. That's a real decent compliment right there, man. I take that with some heart, man.
Hey, listen, man, you first generation Crip, first generation Pyro / Blood. How can you top that, man? Come on now.
I wondered how I did it, but I wasn't my intention.
Now here's the deal, AC.
Yeah.
He said you the top Crip, you the top Pyro. Man, you are also the top porn star, bro.
Oh, that's porn? Hey, man, I don't know how Kev Mack keep dipping in my bedroom, man, but damn, he always took my porn. He has some kind of device on the damn TV that sneaks away and go around, my back and shit, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, horny ass.
Hey,
nigga.
we got Mixmaster Ken up in here too, another Compton legend.
Yeah,
No, not Master Kid. Master
yeah,
Kid?
I met you about 4 months ago at Gonzalez Park. It was you and Barefoot Pookie. Remember y'all put me on y'all documentary or something? We was right there. I didn't know who y'all was at first, and they said, you don't know who that is? That's Baba Louie and Barefoot Pookie. You know, so they, we were right there in the parking lot right there, and you guys came over there, and you remember, y'all put me on that. It was some guy with a camera, and I didn't know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Part. Me, Barefoot Pookie, yeah, that was shit. What was Q?
That was back in July.
Yeah, me, Q, and Barefoot Pookie.
Yeah, the birthday party.
Remember that?
At Charlie's birthday party.
Yeah, Mama Ruth's birthday party.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
All right, and yourself?
Oh man, it's all good. I'm hanging in there, man. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another part of my background in a minute. I'm gonna get up and go somewhere else. Kev Mack, I've been searching for my TV now.
Hey man, I'm checking to make sure you ain't got one of my young hoes up in your room, AC.
Oh man, I can't talk on the air, man. If I told you what just happened to me for a little while ago, boy, you would say, "Damn." The last time I was at the hospital, how young this is a beautiful young daffodil was who waited on me, gave me everything I wanted.
Yeah.
Hey, I showed her all my Kev Mack videos. Then I showed her a picture of Kev. Hey,
Yeah.
look. Then I showed her a picture of Kev Mack. She said, "Who's that?" I said, "No, we ain't talking about that nigga, but you have people focusing on me." All right? Because in a minute, you're going to tell the truth in a minute. I don't want to hear that fine Kev Mack is. You talking to me now. So, you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. And as I went to the hospital, I'm sorry, baby, I got to tell the truth. I got to tell them. Hey, after I left the hospital, I said, baby, before I left the hospital, I said, look, man, you've been so good to me, young lady. And she said, it was a pleasure to meet you. You know, I showed her me and Small Paul singing and stuff. You know me, I'm putting my cap down. So, I hope she didn't hear me say that. But anyway, hey, man. Hey, I said, if you ever need anything, give me a call. Come out here, whatever. I got your back, baby. You know, real good, baby. Hey, man. I wasn't even out 3 days. I got the phone call. Now, I don't want to get so personal about this because then everybody in the world probably knows what I'm talking about. And I'm sure she don't want all our business out there. So.
Man, who you got? Anita Baker over there, man?
Don't worry about all that, Kev Mack. Stop trying and put the devices up, Kev. I Kev Mack. I'm serious, man. I'm gonna hang up if I see you got something looking unusual, so come out my phone or something. But anyway, hey man, Kev.
Yeah.
Hey man, I got that phone call, man.
I know about who.
That young lady. Hey man, she needed a place to stay. That dog. That's what I gotta say.
I'm gonna have to call you offline.
Hey, AC Baba Louie.
Hey.
Hey, Baba Louie.
Yes, sir.
This is the triple OG sign.
I
said, remember I told you, I said, this is the triple OG sign. You know, the peace sign and the Playboy sign is known all over the world, right? But I just take that, I take that marriage finger and I just make it like a 3, right?
Hey, man, can you guys see me?
Huh?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Why the hell this big old thing? Why does they got hangout on it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you probably got bad reception.
Wait. Let me get away from here because I'm gonna tell y'all hollering in the background. Somebody hollering in the background. People screaming and shit on the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, look. What's this hangout? I think I can't get this off. I said cancel. Push cancel or what?
We can see you.
No.
I can't see nothing.
I'll go ahead and push it.
Castle?
See us now?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hell no. Now I got another screen. Shit.
Push
What
it
I put it down,
again.
man?
Push it
Huh?
again. Push
Castle?
it again.
I still see you, Bobby Louie. Hey,
Come on, man. Come on, man.
OGs. Hey, that's a triple OG
Yep.
trick right there. We can see each other real good.
Hey, man, see, I told you, that's the device. You can't, hey, kid, man, stop trying to watch my videos, man.
Hey, push it
nasty
again,
ass
AC.
Oh, nasty dude, man.
Push it again.
I'm pushing now.
I know you just didn't want to be on the platform with us, man.
I'm on now.
Go on and finish riding that ass, man.
No, I see that's your problem, kid, man. You need to put that damn device you got up, man. Damn, man.
I'll hang you up and call back, man. But
why?
It should be something on there, bro, with a camera or a picture or
It
something.
wasn't camera on there. I'm telling you, man, you put too much. You overload your shit, man. Take that device off.
Just touch all over the screen till you hit something.
There you go. That's what I tell my girl. I say my girl that. Just touch all over the baby till you hit something.
I was just about to tell you that. Go on and stick it in her until you hit something.
I did. Ah, shit, man. I push it down. Man, I can't mess my shit up, man.
Now he hiding from that nurse. He think that nurse is watching him.
Oh, I don't. Well, actually, you guys got me online, and I didn't know you was coming.
Of course. That's the beauty of KM videos. You never know when you're coming on. We live in action, bro.
Hell ain't lying.
Hey, Kel Mac.
Yeah.
Hey, send me another invite. I'm about to log off. My camera tripping.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Okay, send me another one.
That's who all I'm online with?
Mixmaster Ken and Crazo.
Okay.
Yeah,
man.
We tried to hit you up yesterday. Little Caesar wanted to talk to you. And Crazo wanted to hear your top 10 best videos.
Okay. He want to hear from my point of view?
Yeah, but we can't see you, so never mind, AC, till you get your camera fixed.
I'll tell you what. I bet probably if you call me back.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I'm putting my phone in charging mode too, so I can charge it. I don't want to fall this time.
Okay.
So you do it right now. What time is it anyway?
It's 1:44 out there.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do it right now, man.
When you want me to call you?
Right back.
Okay, all right.
And what I'm gonna do is turn all my TVs on.
Let's see.
All right,
yeah.
bet.
It's charging? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Anthony Brown, man, my partner, man, my loved one said to tell you to bust the helicopter song.
Oh, he said bust the helicopter song?
Yeah.
What, he want a verse?
Yeah, he want a full verse with animation and everything.
Okay, let me see. Amur Street, Lauro, Armin, and the White. Check out this rap. It's out of sight. Where's the Mixmaster Ken on the microphones? So kick back, relax. Check out this song. I said the helicopter is flying around, spying on dope spots that they found. The first spot they went to was 151. They called a slanger over there and said, "Come here, son." They give us your name and tell us your age and your beeper number so we could page. You say, "My name is Daryl and I'm 24. But officer, my people don't work no more." The helicopter. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but,
boy.
You know what? I think it's kind of important to me that I let them know why I made A Nightmare on the White. That's really kind of important to me, to share that.
Go ahead, share it.
Okay, A Nightmare on the White, they came about Okay, me and my little homeboy Bronco, may he rest in peace. We were rolling in my Cadillac, and we was rolling through Cedar Block, and I knew people from over there too. I knew people from Palmer Block and Cedar Block, from everywhere, and Bebe and Sam, and all them, they flagged me down and asked me to make a rap about their hood. I said, I can't make it no rap about nobody's neighborhood or whatever, man, because that'll start something or whatever, or cause something, I can make a rap and put y'all names in it, like that. So everybody who was out there, they kind of wrote their names down, and then I just added some more names to it, but after about a couple of weeks went by, I didn't forget about it. I just hadn't, made up my mind, okay, I'm going to make this tape and put their names in it. But, Bronco would kind of remind me. He's like, when you going to make that tape for Baby now? I said, I'll tell you what, dig in the crates and grab me out a song. He just happened to bring out Dana Dane. So I asked him if he had an instrumental. He said, yeah, and by them, what's the name of that movie, A Nightmare on Elm Street? That had just recently came out. And over in Cedar Block, those cats, they lived on Elm Street. I was on Elm Street over there, West Elm, like Elm and Dwight, over that way. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I think I would put their names on here. And I said, instead of Nightmares of the Night, I'm gonna change it to Nightmare on Dwight. Because we all used to be on Dwight Street, hustling and hanging out like wet clothes, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I put a lot of people's name in there, and most of them were Bloods. Bronco was a Crip. I put Bronco's name in there, but everybody knew who Bronco was for being like the graffiti man or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to try to even it off, you know what I'm saying? Once I put his name in there, that should let everybody know, like, okay, it's not all blood tape, or it's not, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I never jumped on that side or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I just never was a part of it. But yeah, that's why I made that, you know what I'm saying? And I just made it sound like the record with my own lyrics. That was the comedy of it. Way before Bobby Jimmy even thought about doing that.
Hey,
so I label myself as one of the first persons that was they kind of flipped them songs around. I just said one of the first persons.
right.
In Compton, I was the first person.
You got any Ice-T stories?
Man, Ice-T, now that's the OG of the West Coast, I believe. If anything, that's, I look at him as my OG of the West Coast. I even Too Short. I don't know if Too Short was an independent rapper at the time. I mean, like, they hear those raps, those pimp raps and stuff, and the Richard Pryor tapes and stuff like that. That kind of gave me an idea of rapping, and like I could curse on here if I want to. Hell, if Richard Pryor them could and Rap Dirty, the ones that made Rap Dirty and Conku Loud, you know what I'm saying? I forget the dude's name, that made those tapes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I was like Too Short and Ice-T, man. Ice-T, he's the OG of the West Coast, if you ask me, that's my OG right there. Toddy T know him better than I do. He was always a cool dude. In my book, I met him a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? I never copied no styles of the hairstyle. I always had long hair and stuff, or whatever, but yeah. When it comes to Ice-T is like the OG of LA music, rap.
Your boy,
and the West Coast.
Your boy DJ Vegas is in the building.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What's up, Vegas?
Vegas, you need to come on live with us, man.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, DJ Vegas, the first rapper, the first guy that was rapping on Mixmaster Spade's tape that I heard, but I don't, you know, like before it's known for Compton rap first, I believe it was Mixmaster Spade and Mixmaster Ken with Ken's idea of just rapping on there, you know. But he was the first one I seen DJing and mixing and stuff. And I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give that credit to Mixmaster Spade because he's not here to back himself up by saying it was both of our ideas or whatever. So I'm just gonna say it was Mixmaster Spade's idea.
Hey, was you talking about Count Cool Out?
Yeah. I used to love that song, Count Cool Out and Blowfly.
Yeah.
That record. Yeah. I used to always listen to a lot of that and a lot of Richard Pryor, you know, and Aunt Esther on there. You know, I used to like when Spade would make those tapes and have that in the background on there, you know.
Man, me and my brother used to be scratching Richard Pryor, man. We broke so many needles on my mama's record player.
Yeah. And that was a pleasure of meeting them, man. You know, I was like, you know, I mean, when we were at the racetrack, we wasn't like all up in his face and stuff. Like once I met him once, that was cool enough for me, whatever, you know, because you know, when it came to gambling, man, you know, nothing couldn't get. I didn't want nothing distracting me or nothing, and I was about trying to win me some money and stuff. But it was always, you know, it was an honor to meet Richard Pryor. Yeah.
You remember Super Rhymes?
Yeah, Super Rhymes. That's what I mean, you know, Super Rhymes and Rap Dirty and yeah, Super Rhymes. Right. Yeah. That one right there. I think that was one of my favorites, man. That's like the first one out of all those that I heard, I believe. Super Rhymes.
What about Jekyll and Hyde?
The instrumental or the song itself?
The songs Jekyll and Hyde had.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
Yeah. I think they was from New York.
Yeah, you mean out of all my raps, that's the song. Their song was the first song I ever rapped over, I believe, you know. I was just, you know, saying my little rhymes or whatever. I didn't never duplicate their style of doing it, but that boom 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 boom. You know, when you hear that, the first person you might have heard, will come to your mind, other than Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, you know, was Mixmaster Spade, Mixmaster Ken DJing that song. You know, playing that song as we mixing and DJing and etc.
Mm-hmm.
Kel Mac.
Yes.
Hey, let me ask Ken a question. Hey, Ken. Hey, whatever happened with Linda Carter? Ain't she y'all cousin or something? Y'all related to her?
No. Linda Carter, she stayed around the corner. That's my sister Pat's homegirl, you know, that she grew up with. Linda Carter and brother Walter Carter. You know, they grew up with my older brothers and sisters and stuff. Linda Carter.
Okay, because she had a son named Squally or something, right? And a daughter named Elise or something like that.
She had a son named Latif. That was a good friend of mine, Latif.
Latif.
Right there. Yeah.
Latif. Hey, look, I remember you and Latif almost got into a fight on Merce Street. Y'all was walking up and down the street and saying who was gonna swing first. I remember that night.
I did. Yeah, I swung first. I wasn't no fighter. I swung first, and it wasn't like I was that nigga and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know. But at the same time, you know, he was one of my best friends too, or whatever, you know what I mean? And you know, when he was younger, his accident, you know, when he got kind of burnt up or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, he might have had that burnt up face, but man, shoot, he caught more women on the accident than some of these niggas caught on purpose, though. Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah. I remember last time I seen Linda Carter, she stayed on I think Rosecrans right there in them apartments.
Yeah.
By the train track.
Yeah. She's a triple OG, like my sister was. When you said my sister's name, Pat, you know, Patricia Lust, they go Pat. Pat Lux, or they go Linda Carter. You know, you got to say their full name like KD.
Yeah.
Because it meant something.
Yeah.
My sister was like damn near the king. Man, they was like the king of the neighborhood of all the women and half of the men.
Yeah. Pat was a squabbler.
If I would have heard y'all say Linda Carter back in my day, I would have ran down the street looking for Wonder Woman.
hey, Linda Carter was fine though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, how's Linda Carter's daughter Elise? Wouldn't she have a daughter named Elise?
Yeah, her oldest, I think Linda Carter had 3 kids. The oldest one was Alicia, and then Latif, and then Elise.
Yeah. Elise was fine as a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's my little homegirl. I mean, you know, I look at last time I seen her, she was young. You know, she's probably about your age at the time, or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, at least my age.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey man, well, we gonna wrap this up, Ken. It was good that you came back and finished to tell them stories you wanted to tell. Was that it? Did you have anything else you want to say?
Well, I mean, if you wanna set one, maybe next week or whatever, you know, that probably will pretty much wrap up of what I have to say, because it's probably more. I mean, like I said, you know, me and Spade, you know, we believe we were the first ones that was really making that music about drugs and stuff, and the dope dealers had a lot of our songs and stuff, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, they liked it all our stuff, you know what I mean?
And just LA period, man. That's what we bumped. It wasn't just dope dealers, it was everybody, man.
It was everybody, you know, and it didn't matter where nobody was from. It didn't matter where you were from. I'm sorry. It didn't matter where you were from, however, because we wasn't in that gang banging never. And everybody liked our music. I mean, you know, our raps and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when it comes to those DJs, anybody who I forgot about, man, I mean, you know, y'all know how it is, you know, just like when y'all tell y'all interviews and stuff, I only heard like a handful mention my name. So, you know, more than half of the West Coast done forgot my name. So y'all know how it go.
Did you have any friends from Compton Barrio? The 155s or any Compton Mexican gang?
Yeah. Over there in 155, that's over close by my elementary school. I knew a lot of those cats too when we were real little, playing baseball with each other, shooting marbles and stuff. I know Hispanics from all over Compton or wherever, you know what I'm saying? You know, and Spade did too, you know, before we was in making music and stuff or whatever, you know, like going to Law Street Elementary, you know, I knew a lot of the ones that stayed over there. And as I moved to, as I went to Davis Junior High School and Compton High School, I knew a lot of Mexicans and Samoans. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That I grew bonds with, you know, from way back in the days before people even talk about gang banging and stuff like that or whatever, you know. So it was kind of it was real. It would have been real difficult for me to gang bang and stuff, you know,
right?
Because all the brothers and Hispanics and everybody else, you know, it was just I couldn't have did it, you know. I wouldn't have felt comfortable of gang banging. It just wasn't me. I didn't have the look for it. I didn't have the intimidation look. I had the little not pretty. I won't say pretty kitty, but I had the little pretty boy look, the little baby face, the little Michael Jackson look from the Jackson 5. You know, I had that kind of look. You know, so it was no intimidation in me, and I always had a good heart. I didn't like to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was, and that don't make me not be an OG. That don't make me be a buster or nothing like that or whatever. It just is. I just tried to keep it real with everybody and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, people ask me why you never gang bang. I tell them, man, I mean, maybe I don't think I had the heart to at the time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know.
This nigga's crazy, man.
No, I'm just saying when I was in the 12th grade, people thought I was in the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's strange but true.
What the fuck you had? Remedial classes?
You said what?
They had you in English second language or remedial classes?
Remedial
ESL.
Okay. Actually, I know there's a lot of people out there that's a gang member that even if gang banging wasn't out, they were still tough. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah,
I just didn't jump
no.
on. That was a wagon I never jumped on. However, if I felt I was heavier and stuff, I probably would have. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I commend you for that, man, because a lot of us, we fall to that pressure, or our best friends bang, we want to roll with our best friends. So I commend you for that, man, and it's a lesson to be learned in that.
And I give them a lot of them credit. A lot of the gang bangers, man, credit, man, for having a lot more heart than I did, man. You know, they had heart and got heart, and they were like, they were brave. I mean, they were protectors of their neighborhoods or whatever. Protecting their families, protecting their friends, protecting people who they grew bonds with. You know what I'm saying? And they stepped up and they're like, yeah, this is where I'm from. This is me, and this and that. I saw it on the street. I saw it in jail and stuff. And you can't put them down. Like that. I mean,
well, let's call a ball and a strike a strike. Everybody wasn't a protector. Some people was preying on others.
Exactly. Yeah.
But right. I didn't have to experience that. But I'm just saying, you had predators and you had prey.
Exactly. You're right about that. Yeah. So I just when it comes to the gang banging, I mean, I know that was never my lane. So I like to stay in my lane of DJing and rapping, mixing. Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. Yeah. Man, you
ever thought chasing women, making money and all that little stuff or whatever, they come up to me and stuff. Mixmaster Ken, where your woman at? And sometimes I might say, I ain't got no woman, I got women. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you ever thought about putting out one more album, man? One more song?
Yeah. Because I remixed one of them. I took a verse of one of my songs, the song that we played earlier, and it's totally different. And I feel that if I ever make another song, that will be the song that I made. I'm not gonna say what name it is for people to probably, who knows, somebody out there probably want to use that title or whatever. And every song I made, I would say, oh, that's my best song. But this one would probably be the best song. And I'm gonna do it to do shows or whatever. I definitely want to do shows with it. And and would I participate on a person's song? I probably will. I'd rather be on a song with a new cat. You know what I'm saying? But it's all, it's always all good to be on a song with some of these big rappers and stuff. Not to make me shine or nothing like that or whatever, but I never really did nothing with none of these rappers that's huge and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just don't want nobody to play me cheap and stuff, because it ain't like, it's just that anybody just can't come get me and say, here, get on my song, thinking I'm just gonna be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take care of legal business first. And because I think I'm worth that. You know what I'm saying? For Mixmaster Ken to be on your song or whatever, thank me later, thank me now, or whatever.
All right, Ken. I appreciate you. Crazy. You had anything you want to say before I close out?
No, I'm good, man. Salute to the fans, man, and the supporters, man, that even asked me to be on here, man. Glad I was able to get that Linda Carter information, and me and Ken revisit history. I told you he was in the street fight with Lati. Yeah, no, I'm all good, man.
Okay. All right, y'all. Peace out. Peace out to everybody in the comment section.
All right, man. Anytime, Kev. Anytime, baby Prezo. You know,
Oh, you already can.
anytime, man. You know, but yeah, you know, like when my listeners, my people want to find it, you know, just list my name on it, and you know, to where they, you know, they can find it more easier, because it's still people ask me saying they don't know how to look at the first one, but I told them I was, you know, I was the first one wasn't mine. I believe I might have interrupted it on accident, but I apologize for that, baby Prezo.
Oh, I ain't tripping. It's a privilege for me to be on the camera with you, not for you to be on the camera with me.
Okay. Okay. But it's
All
all
right,
good,
bro.
man.
I gotta hit this button on you. You might have me here all night, bro. And Crazo. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. Good
All right,
looking
I'm
out.
gone.
And y'all know how me and Mixmaster Spade do it. Ha ha. Oh yeah.